So, I think it is basically, unless they're in a conglomerate city, red pulsing lights are not a good thing. Is that an accepted galactic truth, or is it just how I was brought up?
Doesn't seem right.
Culture
It's the only thing you guys have seen with power. If you don't investigate it, I will get off this ship and come investigate it myself.
No, we could go investigate it.
Would you like to borrow my telescopic pole, just in case?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Master of Space.
Yes.
I wrote a thing.
Oh, you wrote a thing, sorry. Where have you written a thing?
In roll 20.
Roll 20.
Oh, in roll 20, sorry. Set up scanner surrounding space debris to try and get a better... Okay. Roll me another techie thing. Probably more astronautics, but if they're the same, just whatever. Yeah, the same problem happens. You kind of get it going,
I'm
but...
literally trying to analyse debris, looking for things like... to see if there's any corpses, any large bits of material that could be used to something that wasn't originally part of the station, things like that.
You haven't rolled high enough to kind of scan for small objects like corpses because of the amount of sort of panels and stuff that are floating around, but yeah.
Go back to the others then. That's fine.
Okay. So you approach the door, do you?
Yeah. Is there any signs around?
That's what I was going to say. As you get closer, you speak gear speak because you come from there, but there's black and yellow chevrons around the door, and essentially a giant gear speak in there saying, warning, main power.
Okay, well, this is the power room.
Well, be careful, but if you can get power back to the ship station, I might be able to interrogate any computer system to find out what happened. But just don't poke things that you shouldn't poke. Bavane, I'm looking at you.
Pavane's hand moves
Bavane cuts out.
and extends a middle finger. Speaking of poking and interrogation and pointy things in general, Mr. Tachibana.
Yes?
Did you bring any portable murder devices?
Possible.
I mean, he's got his sword, so...
Excellent. Just double checking. I've been too preoccupied with trying to...
He has all three of his
Fine.
swords.
No? Oh yeah, I guess they're handles, so you could probably stow them easier than the rest of them. Okay, so are you going to open the door, Kimiko?
Yes.
I'm just going to stand back a little.
It's what you'd expect on a submarine, like a giant, turning wheel crank thing. And it takes you a good 30 seconds to turn it enough where the door actually, clunks, hisses, and swings open. On the other side is a very trashed room. You can literally see the slow red pulsing is above another chevroned door that says emergency power only. The rest of the room is taken up by giant generators that have been ripped to shreds. And when I say ripped, I mean there are giant gouges out of it, like something is bitten into it or torn into it with claws, or both, or neither.
Who ordered the space aliens?
I press record.
Well, you got a live feed Castor anyway, so...
Yes, but now I'm saving all of this data as well.
Fair enough. The ship will probably be saving all the data anyway.
Yeah, I
I
was
just
going
got
to
two
say...
copies of one.
Yeah.
It's a hat.
It is many
Well, there
things.
goes-
But
there
hey,
goes
Kal-El, it's God.
The power situation.
Well,
Balls?
I think as the one with the med degree, I'm probably gonna say, Captain, am I allowed to poke these things?
What things do you want to poke?
The things that look like claw marks?
takes a look. It's like, Is there any like sparks or anything coming up?
Nope, it's completely dead. It's just inert metal. But what's left anyway?
Yep, it looks safe enough.
Your confidence is as ever a reassurance.
You're welcome.
I am not even sure whether or not I was actually sarcastic. Okay. Yeah, so it looks sharp, and it looks like rolling, and what would be the thing, Mr. Master Thing?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to discern whether or not something could have done this without tools. I'm assuming that will probably be in the purview of culture alien as opposed to anything else, but if either medical or spacer will help.
I would completely disagree. I would say it would probably be tech post-tech, because you're looking to see if this technology can be torn apart by anything biological or otherwise.
I'm a beep the overcome. Casto?
You do realise everything you're saying, Cuss is listening to, no matter whether you're beeping it or not. I'm just saying.
Let
yes,
me live with the illusion of safety and privacy. Do you think you could walk me through testing whether or not the thing that the voice in my head told me applies here?
Well, I don't know. So you want me to give... Well, it looks dead. Kaput.
Yeah, but could this have been done without some serious cutting tools?
Well, I don't know. It looks like... I don't know how... Also known as rolling.
Could you post-tech through my eyeballs?
As in, I'm trying to basically analyse what kind of what kind of materials it's been made out of.
Right.
Ish. I mean, I don't necessarily know how well. That didn't go very well anyway. But...
Yeah. I mean, you're not exactly that up on power generators, but you'd imagine that it would be some sort of repeating electromagnetic coil.
Well, you know, it's more judging the kind of the strength.
Yeah, no,
of
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, boy.
It's not as strong as a ship. It's not as weak as what would be used on a shed.
But either way, it would take some fairly decent strength to cleave your way through one.
Probably, yeah.
Well, yeah, I relay that to Bafana. Or the entire crew, so because I'm talking to everyone. Yeah, it would take some badassness to get your way through it. I mean, I can't really judge how bombastic it would have to be, but it looks fairly. Them some claws
Or teeth.
or teeth
Or other things.
I don't really want to meet whoever did that.
So possible pet.
No,
I'm joking.
Captain. I know. You need to find love in the weirdest of places, but no.
Okay, how about possible food?
If you could, I don't. Maybe I don't know whether you would eat something that's big enough to cleave its way through a power generator, but okay.
Oh, we can try.
If it bleeds, we can eat it.
No, if it bleeds,
But we shouldn't.
Fine. But can I judge at all if there's any possible way of cobbling together a power generation source from the remaining parts?
I mean,
Easily within a day.
to power the entire station, no.
Minimal. Okay.
But you could, if you wanted to access particular computer systems, you reckon you might be able to do it?
No, fair enough. Well,
With the remaining power cells in the armory?
yeah. Well, I've got loads in my bag anyway, so that's not necessarily a problem. By the way, but yeah. Well, that looks kind of balls. And yeah. What does the other door say?
Goes over to the
Pavanic, turn your head, damn it! I can't see.
I have 360 vision. Just flip the switch.
Ooh, buttons!
Yeah, the other door in there just says emergency power only.
Go poke that button.
goes over to
Carefully.
it. Help.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way,
I don't know if there's any. Yes.
now that you actually know that my surveillance goes 360 degrees around me, could you perhaps watch my back when, it's turned against things?
Okay.
Just in case
Yeah,
something
fine.
gribbly with teeth trying to sneak
Okay.
up on
Yes.
me.
I will get. Yes, and I'm going to pull open a second view of the permanently linked to the behind view of Bhavani and put it on one of the screens. See, okay, I will watch your back. Now, no, we need more power. Damn
I'm over at the other door. And I'm gonna.
Okay. It hinges open. You find out it's more of a hatch than anything. It splits down the middle and opens, and there's literally a small, binary computer screen, tiny keyboard under it, and like a big red button. And in the tiny screen, it's just blinking with green. Execute command.
Hey, guys. Something just occurred to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did the description for this mission say anything about there having ever been people around here?
Oh, Captain.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yes, please, because I forgot.
Okay. The mission status itself didn't really say much. It just said, please investigate missing signal. And that's it, really. It didn't give you any... It gave you a location, a price they'd pay. It didn't say any specifics at all. Because to be fair, your characters wouldn't have been expecting a space station either, so...
True enough.
Push the button.
Well, before we do that, it
Push
just
the
seems like
button.
we should at least consider the fact that whatever the place
Push
we're
the
in
button.
would have probably been manned at some point. Because it seemed to have a lot too many personal technological interference things.
Things don't end up just hanging around in space without a reason, and the reason tends to be people, so yes.
Well, all I'm saying is, unless this is an automated facility, well,
Automated
biological
facilities don't tend to
checkups.
have corridors.
Well, maybe they need to check it up every once in a while. But yes, my point is, we haven't seen anybody. Emphasis on the second syllables.
If we find any bodies, cut off their
Bodies.
head and limbs.
Wait, what?
What?
I love what she's referencing, but it makes no sense in character.
Okay. Push the button.
Apparently.
Apart from acknowledging the
Sorry, it's
weird
just a
thing
dream
that
I
just
had
came out of the
once.
captain's mouth, ignoring the fact that the captain decides to want to mutilate any culture she comes across, push the button.
Boop.
The computer screen snaps off, and the lights around you kind of flicker on and off for several minutes before you hear a pop, and then the screen comes back on, saying error.
Power. Boop.
Did you just press the button again?
Nope.
Pavane, go over to the thing. What does it? Does it say anything other than error, or just does it say error?
No, it just says error.
Does anyone of you have any vague computery kind of skill?
I mean, I did some astronautic studies in an on and off semester.
Give it a whirl.
I could try.
I mean, we need to find out what the error is.
Well, if you can help and walk me through some of the most basic stuff, why not, right? How bad can it be?
Stay away from anything that looks like it might get large amounts of power running through it. Captain Jubei.
Looks around.
You should be fine, just be careful. Okay. And then, yeah.
Could Castor maybe, roll an assist thing?
I don't know, but yeah, I'm basically trying to put between the two of us, trying to get greater understanding as to what the computer system is trying to tell us.
Okay. I'll tell you what. One of you, because Castor is essentially there in literal spirit rather than body.
Mm-hmm.
I will let him roll the tech because he's got a bit of tech, and you can give an assist of. Oh well, I'll add an assist on to his roll.
That's a reroll.
Okay.
I
Well,
rerolled it. Our countdown has begun.
Okay, you. Right, I was going to add a 2, so you got 12 there. So that's pretty damn good. So between you and Pavane, you figure out that it errored because there is no power generators, and the button that Kimiko pressed was to reinstate full power. You also managed to find out that there is enough backup power to stop the SOS signal and to actually power up one section of the ship, the station, for a maximum of 2 days. That is if you enable lighting, life support, gravity, and water and all that kind of stuff in one section.
Maybe we could skim all the life support for now?
We do not need most of those systems. We don't need any of the life support systems. We don't really need gravity.
But we
Having gravity is possibly a bonus because it allows us to move things around the station and back, looting things easier.
But power is a thing.
Power is what we need. Primarily, it would be a good idea to get computer systems back online.
So do I flip this or this?
Well, Chapman, Jubei, what do you think? I don't know what areas of the ship we could potentially reopen with this, but yeah.
Well, we don't really have a map.
Well,
I was going to say there is a list of if you're still going through menus, if you go through each there's two different off menus. There's one that says full section restart, and then there's individual ones. If you go in the full section restart, there is 4. Hold on. Main, hangar, living, research, and test. There's 5 areas that highlight. One of them is main. It just says. One of them is living quarters. One of them is hangars. One of them is research, and one of them is test.
Well, I'd say the two of living and hangar don't really care about at the moment.
Well, that was just. I was just telling you that because you can literally go through 2 different menus, and because you haven't got a map of the ship, those are the 5 main areas that are in this station. The individual menu, you can activate, individual sectors for lighting, which includes all the electronic systems. So it's lighting, computer, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Life support on all of them. That blah 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 blah.
Cool.
do we know which section's closest to it?
No,
Not really. But
not unless you go exploring and come back.
I think we should go exploring and come back, find out what's nearer, because we might have to go through sections to get to other sections. And at least
Sure.
then we can open up one part and then go from there.
I think at the very least we could potentially try and restore power to the main computer system. If that's a specific option that we can find in the sub-menus. But apart from that, I think the capture's got the right idea.
I think there's one thing to add to that. And as much as I'm not entirely fond of saying it, I mean, if something goes awry here, I don't necessarily think Castor is able to do anything from the ship anymore anyway, because we don't have anything that can cut through the station without potentially getting to us as well, right?
As in ship weaponry kind of
Yeah,
thing?
exactly.
Yeah.
So generally, I think it might honestly be wiser to have Castor with us, unless we need someone to hold the ship, in case the ship, I don't know, gets boarded from the inside. But out of the 4 of us, I don't think Castor's the best at doing that anyway, no offense.
I don't know what you mean, but I like the idea of me leaving the ship, so yes.
Well, the thing is, you're the most tech-savvy person of us. and we're encountering a lot of stubborn tech.
Well,
And as much as I don't mind being your hands, eyes, ears, and I guess attention span, that means that I am tied down as well. Whereas 4 bodies on means no one ever has to walk alone if we have to split up.
True.
Castor,
yes, Captain.
are you in your suit?
Yes, Captain.
Jesus Christ.
Come on then, Castor.
Yes. He's gonna finish, put his helmet on, grab his laser rifle, make sure that the ship is all the alerts are going to be forwarded to everyone's suits that he's already set up. The one about the incoming signals and other ship,
Yeah.
etc. Cycle through the airlock, make sure the ship is locked in terms of like beep beep central locking. It's basically not allowing anyone except for the 4 crew members access, and then wander his way down to where the crew is.
Okay.
Besides, if there is some gribbly intelligent thing that might wants to kill us on the station, I mean, if we all die here and it gets on the ship, we don't have any responsibility anymore anyway because we're
And
dead.
That's true. I have to pay off the ship.
Exactly. Let's not die, please.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not.
dying is a bad idea.
Besides, even if I put you back into life things after your function cease, if something killed you, your suit's ripped, so you're just gonna live to die again? And
That's not
gotta
disturbing
suck.
at all.
Hmm?
That's not disturbing at all. Thank you, Pavone. Please never speak of my dead corpse again.
It's okay. I think I've got like 30 seconds to sever your head and strangle the oxidation.
And no. Captain, help!
How should I help?
I don't know.
Is it
Make
fine?
the creepiness stop.
It's science.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Oh god.
Unless there is a bug somewhere here. In which case I think that might be a glitch of some kind.
Okay,
So,
so
has Castor
yes,
come aboard?
Castor's probably, however long it takes, is heading towards you guys, or always with you guys. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, because you're going direct, it will take you shorter than what they took, exploring everything.
I'm picking
So,
up a
you're
welding
there.
torch.
Yeah.
Would this welding
Yes.
torch function in this functional vacuum?
Yeah, that's what it's designed to do. As long as it's got a
Excellent.
power cell in it, it's fine.
Checks to make sure it's got a power cell on it.
Yeah, it's half empty, but yeah.
I brought all of my power cells with me, by the way.
Okay.
Oh no.
What are you activating, just out of curiosity?
Okay, I'm looking through the submenus to try and see if I can activate a main computer system.
Yeah, it's under lighting. So if you were to basically you can run you can run one system on all of the sections for 2 days straight. So if you wanted the computer systems, you can activate lighting on every single section for 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, I don't care about lights. I want the main computers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It comes under lights.
Oh, okay, that's really cool, but okay.
And it's compartmentalized so that every section has a main computer that is independent of the others, pretty much.
Yeah.
They
Fair
might
enough.
share data, but they work independently.
Well, at the very least, we need the ship's computer up and running, because then that can allow
Okay.
us to do more things.
Well, you activate that, and because you've got the door open, you see in the corridor that the lights flicker and stay on. And there is a countdown that is superimposed on the computer screen. With the percentage as well.
I make a note of the countdown and apply it.
It's 48 hours, 30 minutes, and 2 seconds. 1 second. 0 seconds.
Yes, etc. Cool. So, who wants to go exploring?
Yeah.
Sure. Why
He's
not?
holding the
Someone
welding
said
torch
kill
in
the
the air.
space cat.
Castor's looking for a computer terminal from this point onwards.
Okay. Well, when you come out of there, you have 2 sections to go. There are left and right. Both have stairs going up, and both have a corridor that leads to another door.
So,
Do we split up?
Keep left.
Or
split up, seeing as there's 4 of us, and we got comms and stuff.
go in pairs? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that could work. On the other hand, if Castor dies, we're all dead anyway.
I ain't gonna die. I better not die.
You're right about that, you better not die.
I got stuff to do. I ain't gonna die. So who's going with who? Are we splitting up? And yeah,
Do you have any offensive capabilities with you?
kind of raises his arm to show the slung laser rifle.
Well,
Sorry.
that's a gun. This is a jubei.
Look, don't get me wrong. My offensive capabilities are not on the same level as whirling death Jubei, but I have a laser rifle. So you
The
asked
point
if I
is,
have offensive
I could
capabilities.
whack people with a stick. That's it.
You're kind of.
I
useless
look at
enough. You know
Jubei.
this.
Jubei, who do you want to be partnered off with and investigate one of these? And just points at the.
Well, given the circumstances, I think it's perhaps particularly pertinent I go with the medic, given that she has absolutely no way of defending herself.
Yeah, cool. Bye. And then I'm just going to leg it up one of the nearest stairs.
Cast away! And I follow.
Left or right?
I'm going left, away from the crazy medic.
Okay.
Yay!
And then Jubei and Pavane are going right?
Right.
They could follow
Sure.
if they want, but Carson's just glad he doesn't get
Okay.
pinged with the most creepiest member of the party in his eyes at the moment.
Well, I'm going to do Jubei and Pavane first. So do you go up the stairs or keep on the same level?
Up the stairs.
Yeah, I think that would also keep us at the smallest possible distance from the other part of the crew.
Oh, okay. Well, both of you go upstairs, and both of you encounter living quarters. And
Exciting.
this is where I've got to reveal more.
I
Both
have a
of you
feeling the naming of this place is going to be fairly ironic.
come across a scene like this.
Hey, I was right!
Awesome.
Remember, mutilate the bodies.
What's this?
Can you not see it?
Aha!
the
Now
right.
it loads.
Castor, you're currently getting a sort of message incoming. Message incoming. Blip.
Ping.
Screenshot send.
Oh, it's all sticky.
But yeah, there are portions of bodies. There is blood and gore over the crystallized, of course, because of the temperature. So it all glistens as you know, it glistens with the light being on it. Oh, someone fainted.
I just dropped some Lego.
There are a few floating weapons, Castor. Not many, and not very good, but they're there. Mainly clubs and crude pistols and that sort of thing.
Meh.
Grab the club.
What? What did you say?
I may have grabbed a club.
Okay. Well, when you grab it, it's quite crunchy because there's blood over it. And it's a space club. It's not just a simple club. So it's more like a aluminium baseball bat.
Wait,
But-
who's
but
actually where?
But it's space aluminium. So it's all funky.
So
well-
this is Castor and Kimiko.
This is both
Yeah,
of
all-
both
all
us
of
have
you.
got a similar scene.
Oh,
Yeah, there's two
Oh.
different living
Rooms that
quarters
are
that
in a
you've
similar state
encountered.
of fucked upness.
oh.
Yeah.
So they found pretty much the same as we.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And as you both sort of travel through the living quarters, you find that in each room there is similar mess and gore, but there's no complete bodies at the moment. And let me just roll randomly. Okay. This is where it takes a turn. Jubei and Pavane, as you travel, you hear dull thudding.
You know,
Excellent.
one can of space lemonade says they ate each other.
Keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Am I to assume that you're following location of noise?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's deep in the centre of the living quarters, and if Castro and Kimiko have continued going, you've probably heard the dull, like, echo
Is
of
there
it
a
as well.
computer terminal in the living quarters?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah,
not
you were gonna. Okay, yeah. So one of the first rooms you encounter, there's a computer terminal. It's coated in blood, and crystallised, so you probably have to scrape it off a bit.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
Scrapes it off.
What are you particularly looking for?
A map?
Okay, you download one.
Sweet!
Yeah, you can vaguely figure out where Jubei and Pavani would be in relation to you. And it looks like the floor that you're on is basically one giant living quarters, with a couple of emergency pods around. And if you were to go up one more level, it's an entire command deck up there. Below you is the hangars, engineering, research, and test areas.
Cool, I'm gonna probably
So we're
look
sort
for the
of-
captain and say, shall we go to command?
Mhm.
Sweet.
Okay.
So we're sort of on a hab ring, are we?
Yeah, it's almost like three smaller rings,
Yeah.
like in a conical shape.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously with offshoots of aerials and drone ports and that sort of thing. But yeah, as I was saying, Castor and Kimiko, you do hear the banging as you're making your way to the command deck. Are you going to follow it, or are you just going to go fuck it, command deck?
Commander.
Wow. Okay.
You know,
Well, I'm guessing we've been in somewhat communication with the others, so I'm going to say, can you guys hear that?
Absolutely.
Well, me and the captain are going to head towards the command deck to see if I can get any more information about what may have happened on here. Are you guys going to investigate the banging, or are you going to run away like I would totally not do, honestly?
You're investigating the noise.
Sweet.
Okay, as you guys are... I'm gonna... Castor and Kimiko, you make your way up to a giant blast door that's shut, that leads to the command deck, so you'll probably be working on that for a while, and you can roll for it in a minute, but I'm going to leap over to Jubei and Pavani. As you think you're localizing on the banging, there is a great wrenching sound, and the banging stops. And when I say wrenching, it is like the squealiest fucking noise ever. Also, I'd like to take this point to say yes, there is no atmosphere, but otherwise, I'm just trying to have some sort of...
you can still have some degree of sound transfer through the structural frame of the...
Yeah,
ship.
but I'm just saying, it's I'm kind of breaking a scientific law here, and I just want to make it sure I do know the scientific law. It's just that for this purpose, I need it. I need to break it, otherwise, yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, but
Otherwise,
surely you're going to feel a vibration through the floor regardless.
Yeah, no, yeah. With the tearing, you definitely would, but banging would probably be closer rather than
Maybe the
distance.
suits have some sort of simulation of vibration into sound for immersion?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Just so we don't get crazy from not hearing anything ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immersion.
But yeah, so the sound has stopped after the loud wrenching, metal tearing thing.
I'm gonna give Jubei a quizzical head tilt, which doesn't really work in a vac suit.
No, it doesn't. Yes.
I sort of shrug and I defer to you in this, and I extend my stick. Not to him, but just so it's slightly extended and could be used as a bludgeoning implement, just in case.
I suppose we should investigate for a closer look. It can't be a good thing, nor is it ever.
If things were always good, people like you wouldn't need to exist. So maybe it's a good thing that bad things happen every now and again.
Perhaps.
I'll just shut up now.
Existentialism aside, shall we continue?
Nod.
Okay.
Cool.
So you investigate the area, and it's just more sort of living quarters that are all bloodied up. As you round a corner, can you make a perception, please?
Oh, buddy. This is 2d6, right?
Yeah,
Minus
2d6
one if
plus
untrained.
2d6 plus whiz and whiz mod and -1 if untrained.
Oh shit.
If untrained. Okay. Where's
And
my-
if your wisdom mod is -1, that means it's -2 if untrained, right?
Yeah.
We have a winner. Winner,
Okay.
chicken dinner.
Okay,
Wow.
you both catch. I'm going to use fleeting lightly, but you catch sort of movement at the other end of the corridor, like going away from you, and you can see that one of the doors is actually open, which you haven't been in yet.
Okay.
So, guys, there's something that is possibly down here, and whatever it is seems to be not bothered by the fact that everything is A, covered in blood, and doesn't have oxygen.
Joey.
We'll keep you posted. Okay, thanks, bye.
Please murder it.
Or tame it. And if not, let's kill it and eat it.
Oh, God. This never gets any easier. Alright, I'm just gonna have G-Bay follow the noise. Weapons drawn.
Okay. Well, as you creep past the door that's open, you can see that there was a barricaded storage cupboard that has just been like ripped open from the inside, and whatever was like chairs or whatever that were there, sort of slowly sort of tumbling through space, scattering around the room. And as you get to the corner, the whatever it was has disappeared.
Oh, this is not good.
Nope.
Now,
I mean,
while
I'd say we should probably make our way back and sandblast the thing from orbit. It's the only way to be safe, but
is that the equivalent of finding a spider? Burn the place down. Burn it down.
well, we could just say you seemed to suffer a catastrophic accident and then some giant asteroid just conked into it.
Au contraire.
I hate it when you say that.
Right.
Well,
It's not even proper GLTs.
I'm going to jump over to the other two now. So, Castor, can you make me either a computer or a tech post-tech to try and hack into this locked, like proper security locked door?
Yeah. Terrible.
It's a five digit passcode. You get the first three, but then you kind of stumble and it's hard to get the other two. So you can either sit there and take like half an hour to do it, or you can try and blast through it instead.
Can I try and... No, that was technology as in trying to I don't know. Can I try and hack it as opposed to, like, tack it?
Well, hacking would be more of a computer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, go for it. I suppose the tech post tech would kind of be like jimming off the keypad and like trying to touch a few wires. Yeah, I'll give you that. Because you got the first three, well, the equivalent of the first three by touching wires, you kind of managed to hack the rest of the way in, and the bridge door unseals and opens. And before you...
Booyah!
Token layer.
Ooh.
You get something like this. You would appear at the bottom of the stairs here.
Oh, it's so
It's
beautiful.
so pretty. So looking around,
And then these screens here, which is showing the surrounding space, like Starfield.
Sweet. Is there anything in the surrounding space?
Yes. There are no bodies, but on a well, no, there is a body. Sorry, there's a chair. It's sort of slumped down. There's no blood on it, and it's wearing no suit.
goes over cautiously, with bat raised, just in
I'm
case.
going to let the captain deal with the corpse while I investigate the computers.
Okay. Which particular station are you going to? Left, right, forward?
The middle front at the moment.
Okay.
Centre console.
Yeah. So you go to the front, and it essentially is a giant weather station. That the console that you're at, it's essentially, well, I say weather in the loose term. It's kind of like a space weather. So it's got predicted trajectories of any possible asteroid collision courses, any debris courses.
Is there any alerts that we should be aware of in terms of imminent strikes?
No, it's mainly filled up with stuff like, proximity alert, you have this there, proximity alert, you have that there, but that's obviously the ship's own parts, sort of, that have scattered.
Okay, therefore I'm ignoring that console because it's kind of boring. Go to the one on the left.
Okay. That's the security terminal. But before I give you details on that, Kimiko, you go over to the corpse, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's just sitting there. It's got a faint crystal layer on its skin, but underneath the skin looks completely fine. It's as if it's just kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like cocooned in a way.
I contact Pavane and say there's a body here that you might want to have a look at. Hello, Pavane? Are you there? Have you been eaten?
Don't want to alarm you, Captain, but we're stalking someone that's stalking us.
Well, and then I basically describe the crystallized, and then the
Could you send me a picture?
takes picture, sends it.
Okay. You can roll me take medical, but this doesn't. It looks human, but almost like a mockery of a human. Its eyes are glorified sunglass lenses. Its ears are kind of like metal microphone-looking things. It hasn't really got a nose, and it hasn't really got a mouth, but it's got sort of tubes going into its face where the nose and mouth would probably be. And you see these tubes sort of in the picture. You can see them going across the shoulders, and you can see in the palms it's got like spikes in them, like poking outwards. But that's really the most detail you get from the picture without seeing it in person or dissecting it.
So... Well, either this is my college flatmate's art dissertation, or I think someone tried to build a person.
Okay.
What?
I'd be more than happy to get up there after we've not tried to die.
Okay.
Maybe you can join us down here to keep us not dead.
I look over at Castor. See what he's doing.
You're more than welcome to join them. Mum's going to be trying to get
No,
something for
not if there's something. It might come up here and then attack you, and then
That is a good point.
we're gonna stick together.
Yes, boss.
Okay.
Well, lock the door and we'll be there, I guess.
I think we should split up and cover more ground.
Never listen to the white person. Never.
I'm not white. You racist.
Whoa.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So going back to the console, the security console, you have like a camera feed of the entire station. Like, there's hardly any buttons on this console because it's taken up by so many freaking monitors.
Okay, Captain, come
Yep.
over here.
Comes over.
Watch these monitors to make sure that there's no angry gribbly things coming to eat us. There's nothing for me really to do here, but you can at the very least keep an eye out for evil things.
Perception.
Okay, and then going to go to the right hand system.
Okay.
Okay. I need to roll perception.
The right hand system is the data logger.
Yes, baby, this is what I want. But Captain does things first.
Okay. So yeah, roll a perception for me, please, Kimiko.
Oh.
How do you defeat a Kimiko?
If you're untrained, that's
Minus one.
and then you add your
Wisdom.
wisdom.
No, I'd say intelligence for computers.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow, okay. Even with that minus one,
It's beautiful.
wait, I said perception, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
It's the same roll.
Yeah, what is your perception? What is your wisdom, sorry?
My wisdom's +1.
Oh, okay. So you'll get the same result either way, basically. No, you won't. You get a 10.
She'd get. No, it would cancel out to be a 9.
Yeah, it'd be a 9.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so... yeah, you actually see two things on the monitor. It's almost like as soon as Castor walks away, they appear, like, darting through, like... Oh, they're almost swimming through the air.
Oh.
And they look exactly the same. So you sort of double take, like, am I seeing the same thing? And then you check, like, the location on the monitor, and you're like, oh crap, that's two.
Can I quickly take a picture?
Yeah?
Take a picture, send it to Pavane.
Okay. Pavane, these two figures are swimming, are like bounding through the air, like using. It's almost like they were born to like fight in space or something, or move in space, because these guys are just like leaping on all of the walls perfectly.
Space frogs.
They are humanoid, exactly like the picture that Kimiko sent you first, except for these two have weapons. One has a pistol and one has a assault rifle. And the weird thing about them...
Where did you say this was?
The weird thing about them is that there's actually tubing going from the weapons into them. Almost as if they're integrated. And yeah, the one of them is in the living quarters, actually on the opposite side where you came in, so he's trying to go down. The other one is labelled as Research Lab 5A and is sort of stalking around.
Well then. Captain,
Mm-hmm.
the one moving down the living quarters and going back, is that the direction of the ship?
No, it's not.
Good.
Or, well, it could be, but you haven't checked out. Oh no, you've got a map, haven't you? According to... hold on a sec. According to the map, yes, they can get back to the ship, but it's a long way around, because essentially, if you think of it as... it's almost like a circle. They can get round to it, but they've got to go the whole circumference of the ship to get to your ship.
They're on the wrong side of the spin.
Yeah, Yeah.
Affirmative. Mr. Tachibana?
Yes.
Targets are confirmed armed.
Excellent.
Firearms, man-portable. Yeah, about that.
Oh, just another day at the office.
Okay. Castle, what was it you were going to say?
Oh, I was. Well, one thing no, ignore the one thing I was going to say. No, don't worry about that for now.
Okay. Well, for now,
I mean, if Custer ever gets aware of the fact that the person inside this room is the same thing as it's called walking the streets, he's going to point blank shoot the thing on the chair in the face.
Fair enough.
But I don't think he technically currently has that knowledge. So,
is anyone going to share it or not?
Shares the knowledge.
Oh god.
shoots the thing in the face.
Okay.
Literally points laser rifle at middle of face, pulls trigger on burst fire of laser rifle at middle of face.
Yeah, its head, you don't have to do anything, its head like explodes, and blood actually pumps out for several seconds before it freezes and starts free
He's
floating.
going to kind of re-slang his laser rifle and go back to the data console.
But if you're immediately leaving Kimiko, you do notice that its hands like twitch for a while before stopping.
Kimiko's just like about to say like don't shoot it for the moment, but then it's too late and just like oh.
And with that, I think we should have our first break for now, because I think we're at a sort of good section to pause at.
Okay. Pause for editing and stuff.
Okay. See you in 5. Right, so, what is everyone doing now?
Data station.
Data station, okay.
Can I?
Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, can I see if the body's got any like ID or something on it?
You can.
Molest the body for dog tags.
Yep.
Okay.
She molests the corpse.
There's not really search skill, is there, per se?
Just
I
feel
mean-
it. Just
You're just going to
I
take
mean,
your
if there's
time.
point-
The pockets of a dead guy.
yeah,
so,
gonna
Yeah.
take my time and
Alright,
Why don't you just use perception and plus like int for it or something?
no, I mean, she has got, like, as much air as her suit allows, and there's no particular threat, so she can take her time over it.
I don't get why there's not a search skill to begin with.
Yeah, it's probably under
Make one.
perception, probably. It'll probably do under perception.
Generally speaking, because stars are that numbers is make it work DM as opposed to we have rules for everything.
True.
so do you want me to do a perception?
No, not at all. You don't have to test for
Okay.
anything. Yeah, you search, and the only thing that body has is you find, like, sort of part of its chest you can push in, and you kind of get your fingers around it and kind of like rip it open, and there's actually a weapon, a collapsed weapon inside. And you pull it out. There's tubing attached to it and everything like
Ooh.
that. And it's the essentially an SMG.
Ooh.
Wait, did someone punch an SMG?
But it's not.
No, she kind of
It's
found it inside a person.
It's not what you'd expect of a weapon. There's no kind of way to put bullets in. There's no.
It's a void ray.
There's no power cell slot. It's
Powered
just
by alien juice.
yeah. There's it's weird. It's in the vague shape of an SMG.
Okay.
Oh, okay then.
If you liked this video, please take a second to press the like button. If you'd like to see more, leave a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel to be made aware when there are more videos going up. Thank you.